Hey everyone, my name's Jo. Welcome to Aussie Homeschool Adventures. It's great to have you here. If you are a new subscriber, welcome to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. It's so good to see you. So today's video is another one in my Back to Homeschool series. These videos are all being collaborated with a bunch of other homeschooling mums here on YouTube. Dani at One Single Joy is hosting the playlist, and there is so much homeschool gold in that list. Be sure to go and check it out. I'll leave a link in my description box below and you can go and check out all of the other wonderful homeschooling mums and their fantastic content. So today's video I have one of my most favourite things to watch often is homeschooling supply hauls. So I have my box of goodies here. I've done a little online order with Kmart pretty much, and there's one thing here from Big W because it was cheaper at Big W rather than Kmart. So you do what you do. So I have a nice box here and I will share with you mine. Alright, so let's get started on my Back to Homeschool haul. So I have this one. These came from Big W. My kids love these. I love them. They last really well. The Crayola brand Twistable crayons. So this one came from Big W. It was $5 on a half price special. So really cool. And they last forever. So I've got those ones. Now this is a bit different. I got this one. So this is from Kmart. The rest of this stuff now is all from Kmart. This is a 12 by 12 shadow frame. So you can't really see, but there is about 3 centimeters depth between the glass and the back of the frame. I have a wonderful collection of nature items that the kids have collected over the last few years. There's some shells and leaves and moss, and there's a butterfly and a few other things. But they're sitting on my shelf, and I have a really hairy dog. He sheds constantly. So there's always dog hair and dust all over the shelf, and it's really hard to clean it without taking off every item, and I just don't have the time for that. So I'm hoping to put most of the really little stuff in here under glass so that we can keep it all on display, have it looking really pretty, but I can just go wipe and remove the dust. So that's the plan. The girls will set that up shortly. They actually quite like the idea of it, so we'll see how we go. So yeah, that was a shadow box from Kmart. I think it was $10, so it wasn't too expensive. I have a box of pastel paints. Not pastel, well they're pearl. They call them pearlescent paints. So my kids love to paint, and these are some really pretty colours. My youngest was so excited when she saw them. She was like, oh, they're pearl. Both my girls have been wanting straw water bottles, and they like the same. My kids love to be twins, I swear. So I have 2 of these straw water bottles from Kmart. They actually have a little ice brick in them, which I thought was kind of cool. So on a hot summer's day, you can freeze that, I guess, and keep their water cold. So 2 of those from Kmart. We have a couple of fool's cap clear plastic document wallets. I think these are a set of, yeah, there's a 3-pack of each, so there should be 3 in each of these. These are great for storing manipulatives in sight word games, things like that. So I use them for storing all that sort of stuff. And the clear means you can actually see what's in it. So I've got some of those. Kmart also had these ones. So these are just the cardboard document wallets. But the colour palette grabbed me. It's my favourite colours. There's like pastel pinks and blues, and yeah, they're pretty and they're not very expensive. Kmart is really fun, my favourite place. I got a set of paint palettes. These are really cool. They also come with a couple of palette knives. That my girls were watching someone paint with palette knives the other day, and I was like, oh, well, that might be something fun that they can try with. Just a couple of different palettes in there, so we'll use those in conjunction with our other paint when we do art. Keeping in the art vein, I've got a set of watercolor pencils from Kmart. So these go on wet or dry, and you can add water. And yeah, they kind of work like watercolor. So they're not super expensive ones. I don't have super high expectations for them, but I'm hoping they'll be good enough for a bit of fun with my kids to try that medium out as an art experiment. What else did I get? Let's see. We got a to-do list notepad for me. I love these, as in I'm always writing myself lists. I work well with a to-do list. So I saw this and went, yep, that'll work. I'm not sure about the Notepad as much, but definitely the to-do list side I will use a lot. I'm always writing a list. Keeps it out of my head, lest my head explodes. Got my girls some new headphones each. These are the ones that have a microphone built into them as well, I believe. Yep, so they just Kmart ones. They're not super expensive, but they have been playing a fair bit of online gaming with friends, so this will give them a chance to be able to talk to each other. So there's 2 of those each. I got a new cable because my daughter has a pair of noise cancelling headphones, and the cable like this that connects it has actually died, and it's just headphones. So I got another cable in the hopes that they can actually use those headphones as well, because they weren't super cheap. This is all my sort of really basic stationery stuff. Grab it all out. So I've got a couple of new erasers, because I swear kids eat them. We're always losing erasers, so I like to start the year with a good stash of those. Some more writing pencils. I've still got a few of these, but these ones from Kmart, it's like 75 cents for the packet. So once again, pencils seem to grow legs and walk away in my house. I'm sure they probably do in yours too. I got this set. I actually didn't realise it came with the pencils. Didn't think it did, but I was after the grips. I'm hoping they might work well for Miss 8 to help her with her handwriting. I got a couple of the Elmer's glue sticks in the purple. I like these. I love the colour that, like, as in when they go on with the colour and dry clear, because it lets you see where you've actually put the glue. So they're really cool. I got 2 different sets of flags. So I use these in flagging samples in my girls' schoolwork books or things in my planner and stuff like that. So I got 2 of those to do that with. I got these for a bit of fun with our handwriting or our spelling and our sight words. So they're spy pens. So you can write with one end and it's like an invisible ink, and then you use the little light at the top here and light it up. So I thought they might be fun for our sight words. They were like $2. A roll of masking tape, because seriously, they've slowed down a little bit on it, but masking tape is always handy to have in your arts and crafts supply. It's so useful. Kmart's probably one of the more expensive places. Try your cheap shops, but I didn't venture out for this. I just did it online. It was so much easier. I got 2 of these super cute little mini eraser sets. These I'm going to use as counters for some of our sight word games or the bingo games that we play and things like that. So my kids love these, and they will probably sit them up on their school desks and enjoy them that way as well. I got a set of fine line pens. These are for our art curriculum, more or less, so we'll use these in art and for drawing with. Yeah, so they look really nice actually. I'm hoping they'll be nice quality. Nice to write with. I got a pad of writing, like these little writing notepads with just basic lines. These are for Miss 10 to use to do drafts and things on. Yeah, I thought it might be handy because she's always wanting lines to write on. So these have lines on it. So we'll see what happens. I suspect these will last for years, to be honest. I got some magnetic clips for my fridge. Not for school necessarily, but to go on my fridge to hold things on there, because I like to put stuff on my fridge. I got a set of oven baked polymer clay. We enjoy working with this kind of clay. We find that it's much nicer. Miss 8 has eczema on her hands, and the air drying clay tends to irritate it, like the white stuff. So this stuff doesn't seem to as much. I haven't tried the Kmart brand. I'll be interested to try it and see what we think. But yeah, comes in nice bright colours. So there's that one. I got a set of these. So these are the write and erase pockets. So you can pop your sheet in there and then write on the top of it and erase it out. So I'm hoping that Miss can use these with her sight words and maybe some spelling. things like that. So there's a set of 2 in there. So yeah, I'm really happy with those. Hopefully they'll be okay quality. I got 3 of these D-ring binders. So they're just the D-ring 3-ring binders. I use these to store all kinds of like elective units and stuff like that. So sometimes I'll print out a whole unit and I'll punch it and pop it in there. My planner is in one of those, other teaching manuals and things like that. I've got a set of these from Kmart. So this is a visual representation for fractions. So 1, 1.5, thirds, quarters, fifths, 6, 8ths, 10ths, and 12ths. So I thought that would be a really good visual representation because we've been talking about fractions and learning fractions. So yeah, I think they're just cardboard. I'll bust it open. They're all just individual little pieces and they obviously get bigger as you go down through the levels. That will be lots of fun. It's actually got a lot of air in underneath, but this packaging could have been half the size. I was expecting them to have a little bit more dimension than that, but that's okay. That's all good. So I still think it's cool and a great visual representation for the kids. The only book I've gotten thus far, and I will probably get more books at some other point, but I have a pretty good stash of books, but this one jumped out at me, and it's my favorite, one of my favorite publishers, Lonely Planet Kids, and it's a big bug atlas. So this one looks really pretty too. I haven't actually opened it yet. I might wait and open it with the kids because they like to open new books up as well. So, but Lonely Planet do great books. Their animal atlas is really pretty. That's my little supply haul for back to homeschool for 2022. Don't need a lot. Having been done this for quite a few years now, we accrue a lot of stuff, both in stationery and things like that. So don't need to buy a lot these later years. You've seen all my curriculum choices. So apart from curriculum and you know, top up on glues and things that are consumable, don't buy a lot. It's pretty good. So I hope you enjoyed seeing my little goodie stash. Go and check out Kmart yourself. They've got so many great things, especially for the younger years. If you're homeschooling grades like 1, 2, prep, pre-K, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-year-olds, seriously, go and check out their Anko educational brand stuff. They've brought out a huge range of stuff. It's all really well priced and some really good educational gems in that. So yeah, go and check out Kmart. Alright, thanks for watching guys. I hope you liked this video. Please do hit subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up. Share it with your friends and family. Have a fantastic week and I will see you in the next one. Bye!